IKTV, we're back! I know what you're thinking, don't panic, we're not going back into lockdown.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
A lot of you will know that this channel was originally set up during the lockdown of the UK, where we could no longer meet as church and therefore had to come up with ideas of how we could meet online. And the incredible Matt and the incredible Katie did a lot of work to make this channel work during lockdown. Give them a round of applause for all the work that they did. Well, that's all great, Luke, but why are we seeing your face here? And why have you changed the name of the channel? Well, we were recently re-watching some of the IKTV videos at Youth in the Morning, and I thought, a lot of you are now youth age. And once every 10 years, I may get one good idea. And I thought a lot of the subscribers on this channel will now be of youth age. So we can do some teaching series and hopefully, just like Matt and Katie did, point you towards Jesus. So on this channel, you'll see some funny videos, some daft games, some of the older youth hopefully helping out and doing some sketches and acting out some stories from the Bible. But most importantly, we want you to get connected to Jesus. So why don't you like and subscribe and join us as we start our new series on this first video, all about the coming of the King. So this is the season of Christmas, and don't you just love it? Have you got your Christmas decorations up yet? Have you got your tree up yet? It's probably a little bit too early, but I love Christmas. I am the person who is singing Christmas songs even in summer. Love this one. Come on, sing it out. Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. All I want for Christmas is you. Now, for a lot of us watching, Christmas can stir up lots of exciting things. The people we will spend time with, maybe it's a relative you haven't seen for a long time. The presents that we've been waiting for all year. The food, oh, how good is the food? And of course, even more presents. But today we're going to be looking at something that was promised to us for a long time. Even before the first Christmas was celebrated 2,000 years ago, we were promised this incredible gift. Can anyone think of what it might have been? We were promised the coming of a king. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, the promise of a king. But before we do that, we are going to go and play a game. So are you ready? For this game, we're calling it the Royal Relay. And like always, we will show you on here how to do it. And then if you're watching at home or in person with your youth group, we'll pause and you can do the challenge at home. Okay, so here is the challenge. Each team has to dress one person as a king or queen using only toilet paper. Here is Casper being wrapped up in lots of toilet paper and maybe or maybe not looking like a king. Okay, so over to you. We'll give you 5 minutes and then we'll decide who makes the best king or queen. Let's go.
What a game. Thank you to our incredible volunteers for helping us out there. But one thing I can guess before we've even started or played this game is that the kings or queens that have been designed will all look similar. And that's because for us, whenever we think of a king or a queen, we have this specific image of what a king or queen may look like. Hundreds and hundreds of years before Jesus was even born, a prophet named Isaiah told God's people about a specific king who would come. Now listen to what he said about this king.
MC Mike.
For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counsellor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Ow.
So he would be the Wonderful Counsellor. That means he gives the best advice. He would be a mighty God, super strong, even stronger than anyone you can think of. He would be this everlasting Father because he cares for us forever and ever. And he would be the Prince of Peace, bringing calm and hope where things are broken. What an incredible king, am I right? Now, the thing that we need to know about this king is that this king wasn't coming on a throne with soldiers and with gold. He was coming to fix a broken world in God's perfect way. The big truth for us today is this: God always keeps his promises, even if it takes a long time, because sometimes it can take hundreds and hundreds of years for God to keep his promises, but he always does, because Isaiah was promised a king years before Jesus was born, and God kept that promise perfectly. But here's the thing: when Jesus finally came, a lot of people missed it. How, you ask? They were expecting a king with a golden crown, shiny armor, and a massive army. They wanted someone to fight their enemies and make them powerful again. But Jesus didn't come like that. He didn't wear a crown of gold. He wore a crown of thorns. He didn't sit on a fancy throne. He hung on a cross. And he wasn't born in luxury. He was born in a stable. You see, God's King, Jesus, came to do something even bigger. Not to defeat people, but to defeat sin and death, so that everyone could have peace with God and be reunited with him in relationship. So sometimes God's promises don't look the way that we would expect, but they're always better than we could ever imagine. So here's your challenge this week. Think about one of God's promises that he has made in the Bible, like he'll never leave you, or that he works all things for good. Even when it feels slow or surprising, trust that he is working something out incredible, just like he did at the first Christmas. Take those promises and remember them, because God does not break his promises. Now, before we finish, there's time for our verse of the week. And we're going to be doing this every week. And this is our verse we'll be looking at this week.
For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counsellor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace.
Now that is all that we have time for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you don't miss the next episode of our Christmas series. And remember, the King is coming and he keeps his promises.